Admiral Richard lit another cigarette. He sat slumped in his high-back office chair, thinking for the thousandth time. Ugh. Thinking for the thousandth... Dang it. Thinking for the thousandth time. Thinking for the thousandth time.
You got to start over, bud.
No, it's got to stay in. It's got to stay in.
All right. Admiral Richard lit another cigarette. He sat slumped in his high-back office chair.
It could be 100th.
Thinking for the 100th time how things have gone so wrong.
Why did that work?
I don't know. His intercom buzzed.
Then he thought 900 more times, equaling 1,000 times.
His intercom buzzed. Mr. Lesnar is here, sir. The Admiral took a long drag of his cigarette. Send him in. Brock Lesnar walked into the office. He was wearing black UFC trunks, combat boots, and a cowboy hat. Thank you for coming here on such short notice, Brock. What's the situation, sir? The Admiral pointed to a large screen. 5 years ago, the Navy started a project, codename Red Bubble. Due to shortages in Navy recruitment, we were tasked with training other life forms to do certain jobs and plugging them into the Navy hierarchy. I'm sure you can see where this is going. The Admiral took another long drag of his cigarette. We trained 3 baboons to work on a nuclear submarine. Unfortunately, they mutinied, chasing off the rest of the crew and taking command of the sub. It's still docked, but it might not be for long. What were they trained to do? Asked Brock. One was trained to be a galley cook, one was trained to help with administrative paperwork, and the last one was taught how to fire the torpedoes. We need you to get the sub back, Brock, before those monkeys start World War III. Now, due to the nature of this mission and the environment you'll be in, should you accept, you'll only be able to use these, said the Admiral, gesturing to a spear and a Walmart bag filled with cherry bombs.
Oh, shoot.
Brock stood up and looked the Admiral in the eye. Well, sir, looks like I better take care of these baboons before things go baboom.
Okay.
Well, you're in the Broctagon.
Surprise!
Surprise! You thought you were listening to Martha Stewart's podcast, but no, we got you. You're listening to the podcast. I don't know. I'm assuming. I'm Cameron. That's Aaron. That's Sean.
Hey,
fellas.
Oh, man. I just got Operation Red Bum.
I thought he was going to try and do like a red rum thing.
I was thinking the same thing.
But I thought, does Cameron not know how to spell murder? Because he's trying to spell mubder.
Mubder, she wrote. 45 seconds of that was you not being able to say thousand.
Thousand. Oh, there
it is.
You got it, yeah.
Guys, this listener question comes to us from Kyle in San Diego, and he writes to us, Dear Broctagon, I have a brother who's in the U.S. Navy. He serves on a submarine. He tells me there's not a lot of room for all the other guys on the submarine. It's really cramped quarters. So that got me thinking, could Brock Lesnar take down 3 baboons on a submarine? Let's say Brock has a spear and a Walmart bag full of cherry bombs. Keep doing the good work. Kyle in San Diego.
Kyle, I love you. This is a great question.
This is awesome, Kyle. Thank your brother for his service. And thank you for doing even more important service.
We salute you, Kyle, not Kyle's brother.
Yeah.
We have to thank the brave men and women who every day think of questions to send this show. We are so thankful for them. This is an awesome question. I need some clarification. How long is the spear? If this is like a straight up like hunting in the outback spear, like 5 or 6 feet, I think this could actually be a real problem for him.
If it's too long, he could just kind of break it off to where it would be short enough for...
He breaks it in half and gives the pointed half to the baboon. Now it's a fair fight.
I'd say it's a spear that is well maneuverable in a submarine.
I don't know what the cherry bombs do for him. That's my hang up.
Yeah, they're going to see Brock Lesnar walk over to them with a bag of bombs and go, "Oh my gosh,
Brock Lesnar."
No, they produce a noise, which is probably terrifying to them.
Yeah, especially in like a hollow tube.
Aaron, I think you are wrong about this. I think it's like you guys ever play like a shooter video game? You do the breach and clear, or like you throw a flashbang in a room and then you go shoot everybody. I think this is that for Brock. Like if there's a baboon hiding out in one of the rooms and he throws the cherry bombs in, the baboon's going to come screaming out of there and he's going to have a clean shot.
And apparently one of them knows how to shoot the nuclear torpedoes.
Oh yeah, forgot about that part.
One of them's a galley cook. What if he like tricks Brock into like sitting down and having a meal?
Surely, Brock, we can sit down and discuss this over some dinner. We need not resort to our animal-like instincts.
He's calming Brock down. Brock's, okay, yeah.
Guys, I watched some footage of baboons like fighting.
That's a thing?
Well,
I don't know. I heard you say baboons fighting people.
Oh, no. I mean, I'm sure it's a thing. Yeah, come on down to Jimmy's baboon fight basement.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
I got Tony from my 8th grade class versus this friggin' baboon. I've been giving him nothing but Red Bull and Flamin' Hot Cheetos all day.
They're just both baboons. One of them just happened to go to 8th grade with him. And this baboon, I don't know this guy's name.
He was teacher's pet.
I don't know this guy's name. Tony from 8th grade is just a baboon in like a Slipknot shirt.
Just thinking about a bunch of baboons running a Hot Topic. You just walk by and Paramore's blasted in there. There's a baboon at the register, like nodding along with a pierced eyebrow.
No, baboons are terrifying, man.
Dude, I'm looking at pictures right now. These are... I don't know how I do this every episode. I just think every animal is half the size that it actually is. These things are beasts.
I feel like we discover more and more each show how awful nature is.
Yes, we do. I saw this one where a lion was asleep and 2 baboons came over, leaked his credit card info. Just put it up there. People can do anything with that now. This guy was cheating on his wife, and so he hid the mistress in the closet. And then his wife came home, and she said, "Is there somebody here?" And he said, "No, babe." And then she looked, and there was a baboon in the window gesturing to the closet. Just pointing that direction. Guy's marriage is over.
Baboons are just caught
Home wreckers.
wrecking home.
Hey, so you guys remember WikiLeaks?
Oh no. I just made up my mind.
Yeah, go for it.
Brock Lesnar defeats 3 baboons in a submarine 9 times out of 10.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wow!
9 times, yes.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10. One of the things about gorillas is like they have like crazy muscle density. It doesn't seem like that's the case with baboons.
Uh-huh.
A quick Google says they might be less strong than a human who has trained and is in good physical condition. However, a human who is not in good physical shape might be beaten by a baboon. So we're talking about Brock Lesnar versus the equivalent of 3 chubby guys.
On a submarine.
Exactly. How does Brock not win this fight?
Well, let's not forget that one of them has been culinarily trained.
That's true.
So we can assume they know how to use a knife.
What was the third one? It was torpedo, chef, and what was the third one?
Administrative duties.
He just like throws a clipboard at Brock.
Yeah. He like puts a bunch of paperwork in front of him before they can fight.
Brock is just like, oh, fine. Starts signing everything.
No, I have not been out of the country in the last 6 months. I think I give it to Brock 8 out of 10. Still pretty high.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I feel like you guys are going to be way low, but this one seems so clear. How do we feel if all 4 people in the in the submarine get a spear and share it? So make it an equal fight?
Ugh.
I mean, and these baboons have Navy training as well, right?
Yeah. They've been through basic.
Yeah.
All right, men, you got to learn how to throw javelins.
Aren't we going to be on a submarine?
That would be such a dirty trick. Like in these days of like proxy wars and drone strikes, like one country is just like, hey, what if we just went back to throwing rocks? Like just get out in the middle, man. Start burning crops again.
Just have a Trojan horse, but it's a Trojan
submarine full of
Yeah.
baboons.
That would be awful.
How many men were in the horse?
Where are you going
I'm
with
just
this?
saying, how
Sean?
many baboons would it have taken to overthrow that ancient
Yes,
city?
sir.
How many baboons would it have taken to overthrow Troy?
That's it. How many baboons does it take to sack Troy?
Prince Paris, should we accept the gift? But yeah, it seems nice. I don't know. It smells like crap and it's screaming at the top of its lungs.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Everybody in Troy is just laying in bed that night, just eyes wide awake, because all I can hear is wah, wah, wah.
Such a nice gift. Sean, you haven't given your answer about the baboons on the submarine.
Oh, Brock Lesnar 10 times out of 10.
Really?
Yeah, he's all worried about the baboons. He's not worried about it. No, he's got a spear. If one jumps on him perfectly and bites him directly in the jugular, okay, fine. I don't see that happening. I don't think it's easy. Like, I think this is a very arduous task for him. But I think the big advantage of the baboon is like how dexterous and agile they are. And in a submarine,
That doesn't help in the sub.
like
yeah.
nobody's dexterous or agile.
What are submarine things? I'm trying to think of like ways that he can interact with the environment.
My submarine knowledge is limited to Hunt for the Red October.
My 8 years in the Navy.
Oh, this is an easy one. Can we just call this the Hunt for Red Brocktober?
Red.
I hate you.
This is gold. This is gold.
The submarine is kind of cramped. People actually live on this thing. In fact, at this very moment, there could be someone on a submarine listening to this podcast. And if you are,
Then I am
I'm
so
sorry.
There's someone on a submarine like, this is the stupidest, most far-fetched thing I've ever heard. And then his captain walks in and introduces his 3 new mates. 3 new shipmates.
This is Chi-Chi, Bongo, and Frank.
He's like talking to his bunkmate. Hey, Dave, I heard this ridiculous show today about baboons on a submarine. That's crazy. Well, good night, man. And Frank's up there just like, yeah, good night. Oh, that was close. That was close.
Hey, man, why are you using up all the shaving cream?
That's another great episode of the Broctagon. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, follow us on all the social media platforms. And most of all, be sure to join us next week. We've got a great guest coming on. NBA superstar Steph Curry coming on the show. He's here promoting his new book. If they come up with a 4-point line, you guys are so screwed. We'll see you next time.